That's cool. I appreciate the level of technicality that we're going to something like that. So yeah. Which element are you printing today? Ooh, speaking of Switch, what do people think of the reveal for the Switch OLED? I'm interested. Like, I'm not against it. I've got my day one Switch, so it's showing its years a little bit now. So I'm kind of ready for a bit of a refresh. And yeah, lots of people angry online, of course, because everybody's angry online about things that they wish it had that were never confirmed, and it's purely speculation, and Nintendo never said anything about having a new console, let alone a more powerful Switch. So yeah, people just angry. You're disappointed. Did you want the more powerful Switch? I mean, of course, like I would have liked a more powerful Switch, but I was never thinking that anything was going to come along. You only got my Animal Crossing Switch last year, so you're perfectly happy with it. Nice. You were hoping Nvidia would put a little more power into it. Like there will be time in the future. Like I just don't think that time is now. So yeah, it's it'll come. It's just it's that little step up. It's that little improvement to the base model. I'm fine with it. I'm happy. If the OLED doesn't have any pretty pastel color combos, I don't want it. I just want a Zelda edition. That's what I would like. So, yeah, I don't know whether to buy day one or wait until next year, and then potentially there'll be a Breath of the Wild 2 version. Right, so just get that on. Zelda Switch would be cool. Yeah, I literally own every other, well, not every other, most other versions of like consoles that are Zelda editions. I have them. So I've got the Game Boy SP, the DS Lite, the 3DS, the 3DS XL. I didn't get the 2DS or, in fact, there are a few 3DSs I missed out on, but you know, having two 3DSs, I think is enough. The Wii U as well. You had an SP years ago. Yeah, I've still got mine. Wait, will you end up with two like me? Oh, what, with the extra Switch? Yeah, you recently bought the Pokemon Edition Switch. Like, it looks good. Like, that's a good choice. Yeah, like out of all the Switch Lites, that's the one I'd be into. Like, I'm not particularly a big Pokemon fan, but yeah, that console looked good. Sister's SP is lying around. It was oh no, Tribal Silver, no, cursed. I did have one of those. In recent years, I just had loads of SPs because I got Zelda 4 Swords for the GameCube, so I needed 4 Game Boys so I could play it with all my friends. So I literally bought all the Game Boys, and one of them was a Tribal SP. Awful. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. We've got the foam in there, so when we have layered everything back up. Let's just put my torch on. Whoop. It's gonna glow like heck. Look at that. Okay, don't want to blind you guys. Yeah. It's going to look wicked. So we'll get some blue LEDs and we'll stick those inside. But that's going to look cracking. So let's... what we'll do, we'll get this section cut out and we'll put that together inside. And then we'll come to a stop for the evening, I think. I've got to get some food. I've got to do some extra little bits elsewhere as well. Just going to make sure I don't cut this too badly. I'll try and stick on the line. Nice. You would not mind if they ported Pokemon Yellow to the Switch? I mean, they did. They kind of did. Like, that was Let's Go... That was Let's Go Pikachu, essentially, wasn't it? I know it's not a direct port, but that's essentially what it was. It was just red and blue, but with... Well, red, blue and yellow, but with Eevee or Pikachu as your starters. Let's get the centre of this eye removed. Where's my little... Oh, there it is. Try and find that paper pattern. Yours was just a black one. I've got... I think I've got a white standard Game Boy Advance. The gold Zelda SP, the tribal one, which I then painted because anything but tribal. I did have a micro, and I sold it a couple of years ago, and I didn't realise how much they were actually worth. So, regret. I will forever want the Famicom edition of the micro. Like, I think that's a great looking little console, but I likely will never have one because they are hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Let me just refine this shape here before I go trimming. How am I doing this as well? Am I doing this the right way? Yeah, it's got a glow in the centre, hasn't it? I've also got the silver GameCube, which I think in the UK was only released with... Well, there's a Resident Evil 1, which had the Resident Evil 4, like, circular plate instead of the GameCube logo. And the only other time it was released